Good morning, Redwood, and happy Tuesday. Today for lunch, we're having chicken tenders and Dutch waffles, and let's see what birthdays we have today.
And we have no birthdays to celebrate today, so let's celebrate two other holidays instead. Today is Answer the Phone Like Buddy the Elf Day and International Migrants Day. A lot of you might know the movie Elf that features Buddy the Elf, and you see some pictures here of him, and you might really like that movie. And I always have to look it up because I can't remember how Buddy the Elf answers the phone. And it's, "Hi, this is Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?" And so if you get the chance to answer a phone, not at school, don't do it at school, please, because that really confuses people when you answer the phone that way. We've had it happen before, and it's really, really confusing. But what a great way to answer the phone and make somebody else on the other end smile, except for the school phones. And how can you celebrate besides answering the phone? Maybe you watch Buddy the Elf at some point in the next few days or week. And if you've already watched Elf, the movie, then yay, you've already celebrated. Wonderful. The other holiday, oh, and I just looked to see, the holiday became celebrated, or was celebrated, I guess probably the better way to say that, in 2005, which I believe is 5 years after the movie came out. And it's been celebrated ever since, and it is one of the most popular Christmas movies of our time, I guess you would say. So if you've seen Elf, then you've seen one of the most popular movies at Christmas time. The other day is International Migrants Day, and migrants are people who move from one area to another, and we are very familiar with that in our community. We have several families who are part of the migrant group, and they might move for work or for other reasons. They might go from Florida or Texas up to Michigan and then back the other direction when it gets cold, following the crops or things like that. And there are other reasons people move around the world. It might be for safe housing, it might be for shelter from storms, or for peace, because their land, their home has people fighting in wars and things. And so today is a day set aside to celebrate those in the world who migrate. And almost all of us here have migration or migrants in our past. If you are Native American, your family was born here in the United States, originally most likely, and we're always part of this country, but you might have even migrated from one part of the country to another. But a lot of us have, our families came from other parts of the world and moved to the United States, probably a long time ago before we were born, but we were still part of the migrant group looking for better opportunities. And so today is a day to celebrate that. And I look to see, and this has been celebrated since 2000. So this has been a holiday now for 18 years, and there's even a theme, and it's migration with dignity. And that means treating people with respect and kindness, regardless of the fact if they have always lived in an area or if they've just moved to an area. And I think that's a great way to look at all people. We should treat them with respect, kindness, and dignity, no matter what. So no matter which day you choose to celebrate, make sure it's a great one.
I'm not sure what a Dutch waffle is. You'll have to let me know what those are, because I'm used to chicken and waffles, but not Dutch waffles. So I'm kind of curious. I might have to walk down there later to see what those are. Mrs. Babb is out today, so Mrs. Robles is by herself in the office, so just a heads up to everybody. Shop with a Cop is happening today, and those students have already left the building, so I guess this is a post reminder. Don't forget to the grown-ups, we have our baby shower tonight with Mrs. Reeves after school. And for those of you who are worried, no, we don't use real water at the shower, those kinds of things. It's a party, so it's all good. Food drive, that ends tomorrow, students. You've done a great job. Continue bringing in those items. Tomorrow's the last day to bring them in. After tomorrow, they will take those boxes to the, easy for me to remember. They will take those to the food pantry and help distribute those to those families who have need. And let's see here, reminder that skating party for Redwood Run is Friday of this week. And if you've got a note to return, make sure those come in, please, to the office. And teachers, if you didn't send them home yesterday because maybe you got them too late, please make sure they go home today. Need those back right away, guys. Let's see here. Fourth grade program, that's tomorrow for those taking part. There is a practice during the school time, and then after school, it will start at 6 p.m. at the auditorium, and Mr. Zabel has asked that the fourth graders be there by 5:40 to get ready for the program. So thank you for your help, fourth graders and teachers, for all of that. I know you're working very hard in the background as well. Let's see here. What else do I have? We have a missing lunchbox we are looking for. It is a gray lunchbox with a green sandwich box in it, and it belongs to Ethan Williams, and his name, Ethan Williamson, and his name is on it. And so if you find that, would you please return it to either the office or to Ethan, and he is in Mrs. Butler's room. Thank you for your help. And Mrs. Kenya reported that she's seeing a lot of people walking around with just socks on their feet, not shoes or anything else. So, safety concern. Here's the deal, guys. You are not allowed to be out and about in the building in just your socks. You need shoes on, or at the very least slippers. And in some of the classrooms, let kids do slippers, especially during the winter months when we have boots and things. So slippers or shoes. You may not be in the hallways in just your sock feet. That is not a safe thing. And in the event of a fire drill or emergency, we have to leave the building quickly, your feet are not protected. So you must have those on. If we can't follow those rules, then I will have to say, okay, only shoes in the building, and those can't come off of your feet. So help me out. Follow the rules in the hallways. Thank you very much for your help. Let me see. Is there anything else? Not on my list. Not that I'm remembering. Bathroom battle. Yes, I put the boys tab in yesterday. And today, I checked last night. Actually, I checked a couple times yesterday throughout the day just to make sure the bathrooms were staying clean, because I know it's a rough week with Christmas week going on. And both sides looked really, really good. So thank you. Oh, there's one more thing. So I put the 2 entries in. I'm going to seal that up so they don't jump back out. The adults who are on timesheets, make sure those get turned in tomorrow to the office by 9 a.m. Mrs. Hildebrand over at the central office needs those so she can make sure that everyone gets their paychecks on time. So if you're on a timesheet, EduStaff or HPS, need those turned into the office by 9 a.m. tomorrow at the latest. Thank you for your help, and thank you for keeping Darcel smiling. That's important for all of us. I think that's everything. At this time, would you please stand for the pledge? Thank you, pledge helpers. That was a great job, and everyone have a great day, learners.